We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Well, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to The Morning Show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here on your pre-Thanksgiving Wednesday with some really, really fun folks. And we are going to talk about an alien invasion that's going to take over the area. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good. Okay, so first off, and we have another little surprise guest that may come in at some time. So we'll I don't know what she's doing. So we will maybe get to that here in a minute. But you guys are here, and could you first off tell everybody who you are? We'll start with Jonas.
Hi, I'm Jonas Hughes.
And I'm Cameron Kilgore.
I'm Addie Farr.
Okay, and so you guys all. You look just like your mom. Do you hear that a lot?
I hear both.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So anyway, you guys are how old are you?
14.
12, 13.
And does that make you middle schoolers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And so can you tell everybody a little bit about what you guys are going to be doing? Because I see your shirts and they say alien invasion on them.
So a rock from outer space hit the ground, and we find out that aliens are invading.
Are they in the rock?
They come out of the rock. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Okay.
They're really tall, and they are really scary to everyone there. And everyone runs, and a lot of people die.
They're British.
They are.
The aliens are British?
Yeah. They
They're
are.
British. Case closed.
Yes.
Are you an alien?
I am an alien, yes.
Oh, very good.
So I do end up dying.
Spoiler alert number 2.
Unfortunately.
Can you guys tell everyone what the heck we're talking about?
Well, we're talking about a radio drama.
That's
Alien
right.
Invasion, which will be live on 96.7 at 7 p.m. today.
So it's tonight.
And
Oh,
there's
I was
also
thinking
one,
it was tomorrow
There's
night.
also one on Sunday at 11 a.m., I think.
Yes. So are you guys going to do that twice?
So we pre-record it, and
Okay.
then they just play it.
Oh, okay. All right. So very good. So how did this come to be? And your advisor's here, so we'll talk to her in a moment. But how did you guys get this whole thing together?
Well, go ahead.
Well, Mrs. McManus put together the project. She found a script
Okay.
and put it all together.
Okay. Very good. And so how did you pick? Well, we'll ask her how she picked Alien Invasion in a minute. So what made you guys, and you guys are in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So this is great. Have you been in dramas and stuff before, in plays before?
I have.
You have?
I have not. This is my first time ever doing something like this.
Okay. What about you, Jonas?
I was in a haunted house thing.
Okay.
Not really a play, but
Gotcha. Okay. So this is all kind of new, except for this one here, who's a seasoned veteran. All right. So tell us what all you have been doing to get ready for this play. And this is a little bit different because it's actually on the radio. So you have to be even more dramatic about it because people aren't seeing you. So how did that all? How have you been practicing and stuff?
Well, we have meetings after school, and like we read our scripts all together, or like practice in small groups, or sometimes we come in lunch to like practice.
Oh, you practice at lunch.
Yeah.
Now that's dedication.
Yeah.
So what's been your favorite thing so far?
My favorite thing is getting to work with the amazing people around me.
Aw, that's so sweet. What about you, Jonas?
Probably what Cameron said.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's really fun to like get to this experience. It's really cool.
Yeah, very good. How many kids are involved?
I think there was around 25.
That many?
Yeah, I think so.
We also have a total of, I think, 40 in the entire drama club, but not all of them were doing Alien Invasion.
Okay, so you guys have a junior high drama club as well. What are some of the productions you've done there?
Well, it's new.
Okay, yeah,
this year, and
that's
this
what
is our
I've heard.
first production.
This is our first.
So this is the
Yes.
first time?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. And so this is so exciting. And I thought you were performing tomorrow, but it's tonight. So
Tonight
I'm
at
glad
7
you were
p.m.
here to clear that up, or I would have said it wrong. So tonight at 7. And where can people hear this?
On the radio 96.7.
Very good. And so can you give us a little bit of a synopsis of what people will hear? Because, okay, so there's this whole war of the worlds thing that happened, years ago where, is that you practicing?
That is.
Very
Yes.
good. All right. So, people may turn on their radio and think that this is actually a thing, right? Like it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But tell everybody a little bit about what they're going to hear without giving away all the details.
You're going to hear us talking about aliens.
Okay, that makes sense. And what do the aliens, so they come down and they come out of a big rock.
Mhm.
And then is it about Jackson or the surrounding area?
It's about Jackson and all the surrounding areas of Jackson
Okay.
and like places in Jackson.
Okay, very good. So you're going to hear how the aliens are invading all of the places that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Do they go to Walmart?
No.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would love to.
There's a lot of aliens at Walmart right now. I can tell you that. That's what happens at the holidays. Your advisor knows this. She's laughing with me. If you have to shop right now, you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right. Well, very good. So what would you like to tell our viewers?
Go listen.
Enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you guys have worked really hard. How long have you been practicing?
About 2 months.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
About 2 months. So it's been a long
Month and a
time.
half.
So whose idea was all this? Was this your advisors or you guys just to get it started?
Yeah.
Very good.
Alrighty.
Okay, cool. All right, so we want everybody to listen tonight, 7 p.m. on WKOV, and just understand that this is a drama, not necessarily real life. So don't panic if you hear about. So can you give us a hint? Where's some of the places that the aliens go?
Well, they are first found in Hillcrest Pool,
Oh.
and they come out of a giant rock, and they spread like all the way across. Like they go all the way to Oak Hill and places like that.
Oh, so they go everywhere.
They go far.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, cool. Well, do you want to bring your advisor over so we can talk to her for a minute? Is
Yeah,
that
come
cool?
Yes.
All right. Very good.
Where should I stand?
Just wherever you like. You guys maybe share the microphone there. Yeah. There. Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Courtney McManus, and I teach 8th grade language arts at Jackson Middle School. And We also have another co-director for the drama club, Sherry Gearing. She's just not here today.
Okay, very good. And Courtney, you so how did this come to be, and how did you get a drama club started in junior high? Because that hasn't been a thing before, right?
No, it hasn't. So last school year, at the end of the year, we applied for grant funding through the J. Floyd Dixon grant
Okay.
through the Columbus Foundation, and we received grant funding to start the drama club at the middle school for this school year. So then once we got the funding, we realized that our kids get so many opportunities to do so many things at the school that our auditorium was like booked until January.
Oh gosh. Which is a good problem
Which
to
is
have.
really a good problem to
Yeah.
have, but we wanted to get started as soon as possible because the kids were so excited. So I was looking for ways to problem solve that, and we found some kind of old-fashioned styled radio drama scripts. And we thought, well, we can record a radio drama in our classrooms. We don't need an auditorium for that.
That's true.
So that is kind of how that idea came about. And we chose a drama from there.
What a good idea. And how, this being the first one, has it been kind of challenging, or have you just had a good time with it? Or
I have had really, really great, fantastic kids that have been so excited and very, very dedicated. It's been a learning experience for me. And obviously there would be like a few things I would change or do differently next time, just because I've learned a little bit more about making the radio drama and recording and things like that. But overall, the kids have been fantastic to work with.
Well, I can tell their enthusiasm, and they're so excited about it. It just seems like you all are having a good time with it. And that's kind of the whole point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So do you get nervous when you're like about doing the actual performance?
I don't think I do, because if we mess up, we can just redo it because it's pre-recorded.
Because it's pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I gotcha. Which is probably a good step into the thing, and you don't have to, worry so much about being live and forgetting things.
Right.
So,
Right.
Cool. Very good. So what will be the future of the drama program in the middle school?
So right now, our middle school has the opportunity to audition for the high school's upcoming musical. They're going to do Seussical the musical. So when we come back from Thanksgiving break, the kids will get the opportunity to meet with the high school director and talk to them about the musical, and then audition for that if they'd like.
Very good.
And then after that, the middle school on their own will do just a small, short, one-act play in the auditorium on the stage this time. So
cool.
they
So
have the
next step
opportunity
up.
so they have the opportunity for 2 more shows for the rest of the year.
Very good. And what will that show be? Do you know yet?
We're bouncing around between a few of them. A lot of the kids are asking for like something with fun costumes, like some fairy tale stuff, and lots of the girls are asking to be princesses and things like that. So,
but you're princesses every day, right?
Yeah. So we've looked at a few shows like that. There's a few really fun, funny scripts that we're tossing around right now. So
cool. Well, we can't wait, and we're so glad that the kids have the opportunity to get started early, because I think that drama is becoming so much more mainstream. And I think, honestly, I never got involved in drama in high school. But when I got to college, I had a professor there that I loved very, very much. And he taught all the drama stuff there. And so I started getting into, I wasn't actually in performances, but took a lot of classes and whatever about that. And I wish now, like, that I hadn't wasted those high school years. And now you guys can get started in junior high. And like, because the skills that you learn in all of that are life skills that you take on for the future. So you guys may not remember or realize that you're doing it, but you're learning public speaking skills and all that stuff. So it's really good to get them started early.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And all you guys too for getting involved. That's good. So what else are you guys involved in at the school?
I'm involved in a bunch of different clubs, like broadcasting club, student council, student health council, media, and drama club.
Cool. What about you, Jonas?
I'm just in drama.
Drama? And then, so Jonas is the son of our Jackson County dog warden, Jennifer Hughes. And so you you help out a lot with that too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know he's
every chance I can.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do, Maddie?
I'm in like most of the stuff that Cameron said that he's in, so.
Okay, cool. So you guys try to get involved in as much as possible. Dylan has a friend over there. Oh, I think she's getting tired. Okay, that's good. All right. So, all right. So what are you guys? Okay, question for you. I've been asking everybody this. This is totally not anything to do with drama, but we hope that you tune in tonight at 7 p.m. on WKOV and listen to these kids do their drama because it's going to be so good. Turkey or ham for Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
Ham.
I kind of live on a turkey farm,
I-
so I'm gonna
you're-
have to go turkey on that one.
If you didn't say turkey, your parents would probably.
Like,
They'd never let you do drama club again.
She would, yeah, you would be like, get out of the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah. Definitely, I do like turkey though.
Okay, you do. See, I figured you might say I can't stand turkey because I grew up on a turkey farm.
I love turkey. It's like I love turkey.
Okay, good.
Ask you that question again in 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. Okay, and so do you guys have any fun Thanksgiving like plans or traditions that you do?
Well, I go to my great grandma's every year, except she sadly passed away last year. So now I go
Aw.
to one of my other grandparents, and we have a giant crowd of family members there. And we do this thing we like to call, it's like a Secret Santa. I don't know what we call it for sure, but everyone puts 3 items they want in their name, and then we draw out of a bowl, and whoever you get, you have to buy a gift for. And then we do the same thing on Christmas, and then you give the gift for. We really like it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
fun.
What about you, Jonas? What do you guys do?
We normally just invite people over, like family.
Yeah. So, do you do the cooking?
Yeah.
Do you? What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't know. I like it all equal.
Okay, very good.
We just have a lot of family over and like just sit and talk and eat, especially.
Yeah, turkey, huh?
Yep, and
Yeah.
turkey. Yep.
Maddie
You-
said
you-
she's going on vacation soon, hopefully,
Yeah,
too,
hopefully.
to recover from Thanksgiving on a
Yeah.
turkey farm.
So, while you're here, let's go ahead and talk about that for a minute. So, Thanksgiving and Christmas have to be really crazy at the farm for you guys. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's still called Lewis Turkey Farm, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and so you're related to that whole family. So you kind of have grown up with this all your life. So
Yep.
what is it like at dealing with the turkey farm?
Well, it's kind of hectic around this time because my mom's like always like doing stuff, but once it's over, it's really nice to just like relax and go on a vacation.
That makes
Yeah.
total sense.
Uh-huh.
A well-earned vacation
Yes.
after the holiday season, right?
My mom's very excited.
Like if I see another turkey, yeah, very good. Okay, so do you actually eat one of your own turkeys at Thanksgiving?
Yes,
Do you-
definitely.
Do you get to go pick it out?
Well, we just kind of eat what's left over. We have a few that are left over every year, so we just eat one of those.
Gotcha. Okay, and that doesn't bother you?
Nope.
You don't
Yeah,
have.
It's still good.
Okay. I like her attitude. See, that's what it's so funny because you grew up with it. And I think a lot of kids think that, stuff comes from the grocery store and they don't
Yeah.
think past that, like where it comes from.
That is true.
So you understand for sure.
Mhm.
All right. Well, very good. Is there anything else that you would like to tell our viewers? I'm so excited about this alien invasion drama tonight and on the radio. It's going to be so fun. About how long will it last?
It's about 40 minutes.
Okay. All right. And so you
Well, I guess technically it might be an hour when you count
With the
commercial.
commercials and
yes,
all that.
But the
Yeah, and the
drama itself
sponsors.
is about 40 minutes.
Very good. Well, you guys are going to do a great job, and we're so glad that you stopped by today. Now, do you have to go back to school, or are you out of school today?
We are on break.
We're on break till Monday.
Till Tuesday.
Till
We don't go back till
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I forgot.
That's right, because Monday is hunting day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard my neighbors getting their guns all fired up last night. Really loudly.
I'm sure. I bet Olive loved that.
Oh, Olive was like, because she's learning a lot of new sounds.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
can imagine. So, yeah, very good. Well, do you guys want to, so what are we going to do, James? Do we have anything planned?
For them?
Just in general?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you guys want to, if you want to stick around, entertain the dog, that's fine.
Okay.
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 All right.
Very good. So, James, do you want to come over and talk? Okay. I think Dylan's done a good job of entertaining. Do you want to bring her with you? So, we were talking about my mother the other day and our little friend that my mother decided that we needed. So, here she is, and her name's Olive. And she is a corgi. And she's been eating something that she's probably. Say hi, Olive. So we'll give her the fact that she's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a reason why the good Lord made puppies cute. That's all I have to say about that. Because they are bad otherwise. Aren't you?
She's so cute.
She got something sticky on her foot and I can't figure out what it is. I think she's on like overload. Overstimulation.
Nope, she's coming this way.
Okay.
For me.
Yes.
For you.
She's like, "Are
Picked
you my
me
mom?"
over Jonas. She was very in love with Jonas earlier.
She was. I think all animals love Jonas. Olive, do you want to talk on the thing?
He looks like,
We
she
getting
looks like
any
she's
sound?
trying.
Maybe.
She's so sweet.
She's something. She's sweet when she's sleeping.
Can you play the alien in your play?
Could she be an alien?
Maddie,
Oh, she
she
definitely
could
could
she
be.
could join you
join
in your annihilation quest.
Yes. Like
She definitely could.
she's like disguised as a really cute
Yes.
puppy,
She's
but
super
really
evil.
it's kind of like a gremlin. Like underneath, they're really
so like
evil.
don't get her wet. Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
don't get her
splash
wet.
water on
She
her.
can't stay up past midnight.
Right.
What do you do? Oh,
Oh, she
Olive?
has very important things to say.
what are you gonna say, Olive? Look in the camera if you're gonna talk.
She's very interested in that.
Yes, she's very interested in everything. So she cracks James up. All right. Well, I will let you guys go because I know that you have very important
you.
things to do. So have a
do.
wonderful holiday and thank you. That
Thank
was
you.
very sweet of you. And you guys just relax and hopefully stay well and not get sick like everybody else because it's been quite an adventure, I know.
Yes, it has. It has.
Yeah, so I'm glad that it is the Thanksgiving holiday and the kids are getting some time off to maybe go home and rest and get well because
Yes.
I know it's definitely been a lot.
Yes.
You gonna go home with Jonas?
She loves
I think so. All right. Well, we'll let you guys get out of here. So thank you so
you.
much.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, you too. Thanks, kids. And we're so happy that you guys are performing. So, yeah, very good. Jonas is stealing the dog. That's fine. Very good. All right. So let's do your Thanksgiving weather forecast because I know a lot of you folks are wondering what the heck is going to happen over this weekend. Huh? What do you want done with this? I don't think she's leaving your lap, Jonas. Thank you, guys. So as far as your Thanksgiving weather forecast, it's actually going to be beautiful the next 2 days, which is great as you prepare for your Thanksgiving. Thank you for your Thanksgiving meals or whatever that you all are thinking about doing. So for today, a beautiful sunshine day with highs of 56, lows of 29. Tomorrow on Thursday, partly cloudy with highs of 58 and lows of 40. So it is going to be, and kind of, low 50s through the weekend and the beginning of your work week next week. So it is looking like a beautiful Thanksgiving day, today and tomorrow. So
Anything would be better than last weekend.
dude,
Well, maybe not like an actual blizzard, but
hey, at least we are not in Buffalo.
oh,
My
bad in
goodness.
Buffalo.
Yeah, like 5 feet of snow situation. I don't even know. What do you do with 5 feet of snow? What do you
Stay
do with
home.
that with any snow?
Stay home.
Right?
Just wait for it. Just wait for summer. Just wait for spring.
They were saying that, like they were showing houses there and people couldn't even open their doors. Like, that's terrifying. I would be so claustrophobic. I'd be
Oh,
like,
for
let
sure.
me out of my house. And then they had, they were saying that you have to worry about roof collapse.
Yeah.
If you think about that, especially
sure.
on ranch houses that are, longer. So
For sure. Have you seen that video of the guy opens the door and there's like a couple feet of snow and the cat like busts through the snow?
no.
You know what I'm talking about, Dylan? See if you can find it, or maybe I can find it on my phone. It's really funny. This is what I always think of when I see.
Well, that's what is so funny. Jamie and I had this discussion about this little puppy. I'm like, what on the earth do you do with her? She can't even walk in the grass, because she's so short.
All right, here we go. I'll just show it over here.
Okay, this is our high quality Zoom here. We're gonna open the door. Poor kitty. Oh yeah, there's like feet of snow. Come on, kitty. Oh! Right into the house. Hi, girls.
We've got an audience watching
guys
us through
can
the
come
window
in.
right now. We want to see Olive.
We have a peanut gallery here. So here's the deal, you bring the puppy into the office and it's like, whew.
Yeah.
And so Jamie's like, well, what are you going to do when you're on the morning show? I was like, well, number one, hopefully she goes to sleep. But number two, I promise you there's enough people that will be very happy to
Yeah.
puppy sit for
For a few minutes.
for a few minutes. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, here's another survey question for you. And I know what Dylan's going to say. What's that? Do you or do you not make it a tradition to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I like to watch the Macy's Parade. So here's my experience with the Macy's Parade.
Okay.
I like watching the Macy's Parade. My family likes to have Thanksgiving dinner early, like at lunchtime.
Oh, okay.
And they normally finish the food before the freaking parade's over.
Oh, you're kidding.
So I never get to see Santa Claus because they're always ready to eat before it's over.
Oh, that's so sad, James.
This is true. But if we do make it to the end, you know what comes on after the parade?
The dog
The
show.
dog show. So I enjoy the dog show about as much as the parade.
I'm going to tell you. Okay, so Dylan, do you watch the Macy's Parade?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Are you excited for the Bluey balloon this year?
I don't watch Bluey.
What? It's like kids these days
What's
love Bluey.
Bluey?
Bluey is a cartoon for little kids about a Australian blue heeler,
Okay.
and it is the cutest, most mellow show ever.
Oh, good.
Elvis
Okay.
Costello does the music for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Olive's trying to eat me.
She is. She thinks your finger is a chew toy.
You think I'm food? Do you think I'm food?
It's like if you don't give her an alternative, your finger becomes it. I think she's going to sack out here in a minute.
Uh-oh. But no, I like the parade. What is your
So
memory
I
of the...
love the parade. I always get up early and watch the parade. And so, you know how, you get married and you compromise on things, right? Because that's what marriage is about, like compromise. And
Okay.
so, the first few years of our relationship, Jamie's like, I am not watching that parade. That's stupid, whatever. And I said, well, I'm watching the parade. This is like a non-starter. Like, let's not talk about this.
Uh-huh.
And so to this day, 23 years later or 4 or whatever, I get up, I turn on the parade, and he says, I'm not watching this stupid parade. And I say, yes, we are. And every year we've watched the parade. And then he says, this is stupid. I don't know why we're watching this parade. And I say, shut up and just watch the
What does he have
parade.
against parades?
Nothing. He's just like, I can't believe we're watching this. Okay, you got to admit, it is a little cheesy.
Well, yeah, it's super cheesy.
So, but it's like, you can't take it for that. You've got to take it for it's just a tradition
Yeah.
and it's the holidays and it kicks off the Christmas season, right?
Sure.
So-
Santa's there.
Santa.
An hour ochre.
And then I do the whole, Santa's coming, Santa's
Santa's
coming.
coming.
And then he's like, you're an idiot. And I'm like, I know,
He
but
has a-
Santa's coming.
He has a point.
But I'm going to tell you, that Santa is very handsome.
Oh,
Like, I mean-
the Macy's Santa?
I
Is
mean,
it the same Santa every year? I guess I never
I don't
thought about
know.
it.
It's a real deal Santa. I mean,
Oh.
that is Santa.
Yeah, that's what Miracle on 34th Street said.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
had that bag of mail or whatever.
I know. I love that movie.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites.
it's a good one.
I like both of them. I like
I like them both too.
You know, I like the old school one and the.
I have to say, I don't really understand the people that are like that staunchly like anti the remake. 'Cause
No, I think the remake's wonderful.
they're
as well.
pretty much the same.
They're pretty much the same. There may
Yeah.
be a little bit of a more modern
Yeah.
twist to it, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, no, I like the Macy's parade. Okay, so here it is. Which do you prefer, the Macy's parade or the Rose Bowl parade?
Oh, see, you know me being the horse queen.
Mm-hmm.
I have this affinity for the fact that they have these beautiful horses in the Rose Bowl parade. But I probably like the Macy's parade better because it's just more of a like kicking off the holiday season and whatever.
Yeah, well, the Rose Parade's kind of wrapping it up. I guess.
But the Rose Parade is it is lovely, and the people that make those floats, it's like
it's insane
insanity. And the horses are beautiful, and a lot of that. Do you remember the year the float caught on fire?
I don't remember that, but I do remember some of the balloons in the, I think maybe it was Spider-Man balloon one year, and the Macy's parade got a hole in it.
Oh no!
And it was like a whole thing. They had to like divert it,
Spider-Man,
so it didn't like collapse
abort,
on people.
Abort Spider-Man.
Yeah. They had to like take it down another street so that it didn't like collapse on all the people.
Well, you think about if one of those balloons would happen to deflate. I mean, it would just cover up an entire. Yeah, that would be dangerous for sure. But no, the one year. The Rose Bowl parade, one of the floats caught on fire. And so they're like, broadcasting, and they're like, well, the parade has stopped. Well, we're getting word that the blah, blah, blah float is now on fire. So it ended up like they had to stop the parade and put the fire out. And it was just a big old mess. But anyway. So, James, I think you have a new girlfriend. Look out, Aubrey. Here comes Olive.
No. She got mad at me for being when they brought Hank in here the other day.
Yes.
She got mad at me and was accusing me of having puppy fever and saying I needed a puppy and stuff. And then yesterday she goes to get pet food and is sending me pictures of all these kittens. I was like, how is this different?
This is not at all different. This is
not different.
At all. Like with 0% different. This is also the girl that wants chickens.
Yeah, she does. She wants silkies.
the little fluffy chickens that to run around the backyard.
Little fluffy chickens that run around the backyard. This is true. Yeah.
But I am saying that, that
Olive likes a good ear rub, I think.
Evidently.
Apparently that's what it took to calm her down. She was really exploring.
Yeah,
while you guys are talking about the alien invasion.
She now has every inch of this.
She's licked every inch of this room.
Yeah, I hope there's no like anything in here she wasn't supposed to eat.
Well, I don't know that she ate anything, but
yeah. So, all right. So, what is your favorite Thanksgiving? Not necessarily turkey or ham, but like favorite Thanksgiving like side.
Potatoes.
So what kind?
Obviously potatoes.
How would
and
they
you can't
prepared?
You can't go wrong with any way you fix them.
True.
I mean, I don't really like potato salad, but like you really can't go wrong with it. Mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole.
All of the above. As long as potato is in the name,
as long
you're
as there's
good.
a potato in it, yeah.
Okay. So Dylan, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side?
Yeah, just mashed potatoes.
It's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it.
I'm going to go in coordination with yours and say the noodles.
Yeah, so like that works. If you wanna do those noodles on the mashed potatoes, that's a real treat, man.
Another quandary about Thanksgiving. Do you put the noodles on the potatoes, or do you put gravy on the potatoes and then eat noodles separately?
Nah, you put those noodles on the potatoes.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I
mean, don't need no gravy at my house.
That's a special thing. If you're going to have both, put it on there.
Put it all on there.
Yeah, put it all on there if you're going to have both.
Yeah. What about you, Dylan?
Yeah, same.
Same? Okay, noodles on the potatoes.
Noodles on the potatoes.
So how do you all feel about that? Because, we're just wondering, do you noodle your potatoes or do
you remember
have noodleless potatoes?
Do you remember the show we did last year, the last show before Thanksgiving?
I do not.
We had a cranberry sauce contest.
That's right.
And I don't remember what he was here to talk about, but we also had Charlie Hudson here.
We did.
And he got caught up in our stupid cranberry sauce contest.
We should pull that up. I wish we should have thought to pull that up.
We were trying to get it out of the can, and it just like flopped out of the can, bounced off that styrofoam plate, and landed on the table.
I forgot about that because I had made my cranberry sauce, and then I think Courtney bought some at the store.
We had yours, your homemade.
Yeah.
And then we had like the fancy cranberry salad from like the Kroger Deli.
Yes.
And then we had like a can of Ocean Spray.
Yeah, like the gel stuff.
Yeah.
So
and had and if you don't remember, the fancy one from the grocery store was by far the worst.
It was disgusting.
the basic Jello in a can one was superior.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really mess that stuff up. So I had never had that in my life, and so
the cranberry sauce.
So because my mom always makes everything. So when Jamie and I started dating or whatever, he's like, we cooked our own little Thanksgiving. So we lived in Columbus or whatever. Or I think it was Easter maybe or something. I don't know. Anyway, he was like, well, get that cranberry sauce. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, the stuff in a can. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, that jelly stuff that you just dump out and it comes out in a big glob. And I was like, I have no idea. I'd never seen it before in my life.
Never seen it before?
Never.
How'd you never seen it before?
Why would I, So I was like, this is hilarious that this is a thing. So, but it doesn't taste all that bad, really.
No.
But I like my cranberries. When you put booze in them, it's pretty good.
Yeah, yours was definitely the best of the three. Now, okay, what do you do with your leftovers? Because my family, we make like toasted turkey sandwiches.
Okay.
And it's basically just a grilled cheese with turkey on it.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah.
But you spray a little bit of that cranberry salad on there.
I think that I'm pretty good to just eat Thanksgiving until it's gone.
Yeah, you're just
over
leftovers.
Keep
you just
reheating
keep going.
it.
Just keep going.
Just keep reheating until there's nothing left.
Yeah. You start the meal in midday or whatever, and you just keep going until
and the
it's
next
gone.
day and the next day till it's gone.
Just keep going.
I think that it's but I think you're right. Like sometimes you can get creative and make like a stuffing noodle turkey sandwich or something instead, and it makes it more interesting.
Yeah. Now I have to say I'm not a fan of stuffing. Stuffing or dressing, like either way, not a fan.
I heard Porterhouse and Matt talking about this the other day, and it was, what is the difference between dressing and stuffing, or is it the same thing?
Well, it's the same thing, but stuffing you cook in the bird and dressing you cook in a casserole dish.
Okay. I just think that something that you cook in the bird sounds really gross.
I mean, you're cooking the bird, you're eating it.
Yeah.
It's not any worse to eat what you stuff it with.
I guess.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any like interesting ways to cook a turkey? Like, do you have any weird like turkey tips?
No, I don't have any turkey tips. What we would always do is we had this big like roasting pan that's sort of like, it was sort of like a crock pot.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a separate appliance. And we would use that a lot. And the advantage of that is, well, one, if you had a really big turkey in a smaller oven,
right,
and it frees up your oven to cook
all
your
the other
side
stuff.
dishes and stuff. So my family did that a lot.
Okay.
I don't know. My parents are cooking a turkey this year. I don't know if that's how they're going to do it or not. But we did that a lot. You hear a lot now. I mean, of course, the deep fried turkeys was really popular for a while. But I feel like the thing that's trendy now is doing it in like a smoker.
Yes, smoke your turkey.
Yeah, I feel like that's the trendy thing now.
So the only problem with, I think tomorrow would probably work with a smoker because it's not going to be super cold. But my goodness. And it's a deep fryer too. Like if it's 20 degrees outside. So I was laughing so hard at my cousin and her husband were over for dinner the other night, and they were telling us their tale of woe of last year. And he was like, I got this idea. Everyone's telling me how good deep fried turkeys were. And he's like, so I went and I got all this stuff and I put the oil in there, and it says, it has to cook for an hour and a half or whatever. He's like, so I got that deep fryer started and it has to get up to 350. And I went out after, 15 minutes and it was still at the same temperature that I put it at. Because last Thanksgiving was super cold, if you remember.
Cold, yeah.
And he was like, literally, it took me like 4 hours. He said everyone was just sitting around the house like, oh. He's like, I'm so sorry.
I'm trying.
He's like, it didn't even dawn on me that it would take so long for the oil to heat up. So if you are going to deep fry a turkey, probably tomorrow will actually be a good thing. Or smoking a turkey, same thing. Like if your smoker is an actual traditional smoker, it's obviously weather dependent too, because unless you have like a really professional one, but most of us don't. But it doesn't get hot enough to do it. So we had a smoked turkey a few years ago, and it was actually really, really good. I was surprised that I liked it.
Why was that? Why
so much.
why were you surprised? Do you not normally like smoked meat?
Well, I do, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, traditional Thanksgiving. You
Yeah.
just don't think of that. But I thought it was really good.
Yeah. I've obviously I've had like the kind of smoked turkey you get at like a grocery store deli, but that's not really the same thing. I have had a deep fried turkey once, and my memory was that it was a lot greasier than what it would be like cooked in the oven, which I guess is not a big surprise. But the puppy hair is
getting in your nose. He's like,
but the one thing I do really remember,
roaster oven.
Oh yeah, the roaster.
Yeah, the roaster oven. Thank you, James.
Gosh, freaking dog hairs gonna make me sneeze. It was like injected with like jalapenos or something like that.
So I'm not a big fan of injecting stuff injecting, because we've done that a couple of times, and I feel like you're like eating and then all of a sudden you get this big blob of like injected butter or whatever, and you're like, I don't think so.
I've never complained about having a big blob of butter.
No, me either, because I can eat like a stick of butter just on my own. But so it's I don't know. I think there's like pluses and minuses to all of it. I will say, like the deep fried turkey, the cool thing is the skin gets kind of crispy, and I think they stay a lot more moist.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the coin, you could either over fry it or you could catch things on fire.
Yeah, you
or
catch your house on fire.
Don't do that. Don't do it in the garage. Don't do it near the house.
Yeah.
Like go far out in your driveway. And
I'll tell you the downside. You mentioned it. The downside of using that roaster is it doesn't get that crispy skin like it does in the oven.
Yeah,
because it just kind of like it's sort of like steaming it,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the meat's delicious.
Sure.
But it doesn't quite get that golden brown.
Yeah, and I think, they're just the good old fashioned stick it
in the oven.
Stick in the oven, and
the problem is like you gotta have a big enough oven.
Right, exactly. So if you're cooking for a big family and the turkey takes up half your oven, so if you have a normal sized oven, you're kind of stuck.
A little bit.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to cook too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, well, who's your friend over there?
Oh, this is Olive. She's just taking a little nap on the table.
Yeah, she's taking a little nap on the table. The problem is, and then she's going to be wound up.
Oh, that'll be your problem.
I know.
Not mine. I'm like the grandma. I'm just spoiling her for the weekend,
Uncle James.
and then I'm gonna send her home to her parents, give her a bunch of candy, and then send her
Mountain Dew, and send her home, and a drum set.
And a drum set. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, so looking ahead to Christmas, Dylan, you are how old? 16? 17. And so what do 17-year-olds want for Christmas, or do you know yet?
Everybody keeps asking me what I want. I don't know. I don't know a thing. So
you don't have any?
He wants tuition to a 4-year university.
Right. Yeah. Gas money.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is that your car out there with a pickle on it?
Yeah, that's me.
So, okay.
That would be Pickle Rick. Jen?
It is Pickle Rick.
Okay, well, that was what okay, so Dylan drives this green Ford Explorer situation, and
Situation.
every day I end up parking like 2 cars down from him, and every day I see this pickle on the side of his car, and I'm like, what is that? And I always forget to ask. So can you explain why you have a sticker of a pickle
So,
on the side of your car?
Are you being serious that you've gone this far and don't know Pickle Rick?
I am being dead serious.
You've never had anybody come into Sixth Sense wearing a t-shirt that says I'm Pickle Rick?
No. Not that I know of.
Okay,
I mean, maybe.
boomer.
Those are fighting words. Stop it, James.
All right, Dylan. Dylan is obviously a bigger Rick and Morty fan than I am. So can you explain Pickle Rick to Jen? Or what Rick and Morty is in general?
Rick and Morty is just like, have you seen Back to the Future?
Yes.
Imagine if like the guy from Back to the Future, the grandpa guy, the old dude,
Yes.
just got like
Doc
really
Brown.
drunk and really smart and went home to Marty and was just like, Marty, come with me. I need help with space. Yeah, that's Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just really drunk. And then he's also super depressed. And
Wait, is this like a cartoon that children watch?
No.
Oh, it's like an adult show.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
late night
and then one
thing.
episode, he doesn't want to go to family therapy because, he's stupid and drunk. And then he turns himself into a pickle and is like, hey, sorry, I can't go. I'm Pickle Rick now. And then that's it. And he rolls off the table and, like, kills a mouse and steals its body and then just, like, goes around stabbing things. And
He's doing a wonderful job describing this. So it's a cartoon about a mad scientist that's like
Wow, this is not at all where I thought this discussion was going to go.
Yeah, so it's about a mad scientist, and it's very
Thank you,
very
Dylan.
like it's very meta and weird and just sort of like pushing
So we
the
old
envelope.
people don't understand.
But
Is
yeah,
what you're
but
saying.
there's an episode where he turns himself into a pickle, and for whatever reason, people just like latched onto that, and it became like a big pop culture thing.
And he said, "I'm Pickle Rick."
Yeah, and he goes, "I'm Pickle Rick."
So where do I watch Rick and Morty?
It's on Adult Swim. I don't know where you can stream
Hulu,
it.
HBO Max, something like
Is it
that.
on
Hulu and
HBO Max?
Yeah.
Okay, I have that. I can watch that.
Yeah, I am personally not a big Rick and Morty fan.
So
It's a little too stupid for me.
the ironic thing is, I have had so many people though ask me because they're trying to explain a person to me or a situation to
Yeah.
me, and it always starts with,
Oh,
"Have you
he's like,
seen? Do you
"Have
watch
seen
Rick and Morty?" Because in
He's a
Rick and
Jerry.
Morty, like, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, and I certainly didn't know what Pickle Rick was.
Yeah,
So-
that's Pickle Rick.
So that,
Look who just decided to wake up.
and she's out again.
She's out again.
This is what puppies do,
That was
and
a
babies.
big burst of energy.
I'm awake. Never mind.
Never mind.
When she sacks out, man, it's like
Yeah.
you could like take cymbals and
But so Rick and Morty is created by Dan Harmon, who also created the show Community.
okay.
Have you ever watched that?
I have not, but I know what you're talking about.
It's very funny, and he's very funny. He's somewhat of a controversial figure, but he's very funny.
So it's so funny that I feel like kind of, I don't know what came first, South Park or Beavis and Butthead? Probably Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, yeah.
But I feel like so that kind of was that. Do you think like kind of the kickoff to this adult like cartoon?
Well, yeah.
thing?
So like MTV was kind of venturing into more like adult cartoons in general, and it was
nothing to
probably-
do with music, basically.
Well, I don't know. Beavis and Butthead had a lot to do with music.
Well, they did, yeah.
And I mean, a lot of it was, but it was part of. I mean, from the very beginning, MTV had like all these animated little buffers that played in between the shows and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always part. There's Pickle Rick. So it was always part.
Now
of,
I know.
So it was always part of like, their DNA, and Beavis and Butthead was kind of like the first time that they took that concept and turned it into a series. And,
Okay.
Yeah, and then it became, what it became, and people loved it, and people hated it, and it was,
And they love to hate it.
and they loved to hate it. Yeah, and then Well, I guess The Simpsons predates all of it. The Simpsons is really what kicked
Were they
off.
first?
Oh yeah. The Simpsons debuted in like '89 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, probably almost 10 years. So, well, 5 years before Beavis and Butthead at least.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but so I guess The Simpsons would have really been what kicked off that adult animation. But yeah, MTV like in those early years was big into stuff like that, and
I
then
think
Comedy Central kind of came around.
Yeah, it was
You know, not long after MTV.
So South Park, I will say that South Park, how they, again, we've talked about it, how they get by with some of the stuff they get by with, because they get away with being unpolitically correct in the most politically correct world that we've ever seen. and everyone thinks it's funny, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a way to do it where it's kind of like, yeah, we know what we're doing, and then there's a way to do it like
mean. Like they're doing it tongue in cheek situation.
Like, yeah, they understand why what they're doing is inappropriate, and that makes it appropriate.
They're the epitome of like laughing at themselves kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of South Park. I can't say I've watched it much since it was like new.
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out.
When it first came out, it was like a big thing.
When they came out with Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, that was like probably one of the funniest things ever. Howdy ho!
Yeah, so Pickle Rick is certainly on the same level as Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. Like, Dylan, do you know Mr. Hanky the Christmas
I do know
Pooh?
Mr. Hanky.
And do you remember the year that they had, speaking of the turkey farm, Gobbles the turkey?
No.
You don't remember?
I don't watch very much South Park.
So, you know Timmy. Well, so Timmy, so they went to, I don't know how it came to be that there's this turkey farm, and he fell in love with this turkey. It's called Gobbles. He named him Gobbles. And so Gobbles, though, had a neck that was like this instead of standing up. So they're at the turkey farm, and they go to like slaughter all the turkeys. And so they do this like thing that makes all the turkeys go like this, and it has like this giant like razor blade thing that goes across and cuts all the turkeys' heads off except for Gobbles because his neck is like this, and it missed him. And then Timmy's like, Gobbles. Yeah, it was really funny. Look it up, Dylan. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. It's a thing.
Okay.
Look up Gobbles.
You don't have to look that up.
So, like, you mentioned MTV doing all those TV shows. One of the shows they did that only lasted one season, and it was so random, was Clone High.
Oh, yeah, that show was funny.
This show, I swear.
Clone High.
Yeah, so it's
weird.
like clones of famous people going to high school. So it was like Abraham Lincoln. Put that picture back up. It was Abraham Lincoln, Joan of Arc.
Is that Abraham Lincoln in the middle?
Yeah, that's Abraham Lincoln. Gandhi.
Gandhi.
Is that Aphrodite or Cleopatra maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's Cleopatra.
And was it one of the Kennedys?
Oh, who's the one in the like rugby shirt?
I think that's a Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
Is that like is it supposed to be JFK? Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
JFK.
Yeah, so yeah, that show was really funny.
And there was a crazy mad scientist and his butler.
Yeah.
That was a robot. Butlertron.
That show was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's coming back too.
All right.
Very good. Oh, it's coming back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Weird.
I had to point that out.
Thank you for pointing it out.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
So is that turkey giveaway over with, or?
I don't think so.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Maybe it is over. I guess it probably is over.
I don't know. Does it go through the Christmas season too, or just the Thanksgiving season? We're looking. We're trying to get y'all a free turkey.
Yeah, it ended on the 20th.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Because that was a good deal.
It was a good deal. Sign up to win a turkey at participating Save a Lot locations. Thanks to Orange Crush.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Ended on the 20th.
Okay. Well, dang it.
Dang it. You got to pay $2 a pound. How many dollars a pound did you pay for your turkey?
I paid like 98 cents a pound. which I thought was good. But
Yeah.
then someone told me that they found theirs for 58 cents yesterday at Kroger. So I was like,
yeah, when I was at Kroger a few days ago, it was almost $2 a pound.
That's
or at
what
least
I
the ones
thought.
I saw.
yeah.
I remember last year, my brother-in-law just happened to go into the grocery store like the day before Thanksgiving, which you would normally think is like the worst time, but apparently they
Yeah.
had a whole bunch of unsold turkeys.
They mark them down,
and he
right?
got one for like 9 cents a pound or something
Yeah.
like that.
So, but this was the problem. This is what they did to us. The media started talking about how there was this turkey shortage this year and you weren't going to be able to find a turkey. So
Yeah.
the stores jacked all the prices up and everybody ran out and bought turkeys. And so now I'm thinking they're going to reduce the turkeys because...
Well, I've got a few things I need, so I'm going to make a Kroger. I'm going to brave it here in a little bit.
Dude, you are insane.
I'm going to find out.
Completely insane.
I'm going to find out. Hey, buddy.
Oh, Olive.
Look at that dog.
Marley, not a fan.
Look at that dog.
I think she likes you. Maybe you should take her home.
No,
No?
that's what you'd like. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
For a little while. Then I'll come get her.
Yeah, you'd want her back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine Cecil with this thing? So I was on the phone with somebody last night, and I could hear my cat in the other room just knocking everything off the counter. And finally, I was like, "All right, I'm sorry, I got to go see what in the world he's doing."
Yes.
You would know, like, my wallet's over here. There's like a magazine over here. It's just stuff was just everywhere. Like stuff I didn't even know was on that counter. He found it and knocked it on the floor. And he was like getting ready to knock my coffee mug onto the floor. And I caught him like right before he did that. I was like, "What are you doing, man?"
Cats are just insane.
They are insane.
Is he older or is he young?
He's 10.
Oh, and he's still that playful?
Oh, yeah. He's not slowed down very much. He has not slowed down very much. He's got bigger.
One of the funniest things that ever happened to me when I moved to Columbus, I lived alone. And so Dad went and rescued these 2 kittens. Well, I asked for a kitten, but there were 2 left. And he said when he started out the door with the one and the other one was crying, like, because they were litter mates. And so he's like, "Surprise, you got twins." So anyway, so one was pretty good and the other one was the sweetest, most loving, but ornery cat. So I had Simba and Mufasa.
Oh, no.
So Mufasa was pretty good. Simba was just
should have named him Scar and Mufasa.
Something. He should have not been named Simba, although he looked just like him because he was all yellow and cute. But he was so snuggly too, so he made up for it. But so when Jamie and I first started dating, he had bought me these yellow roses because I love yellow roses. And I walked in one day and I'm like, "God, I got gypped. Like there's only like 11 roses there. What the heck is going on?" And so I was like, "That's weird." So I go back in the kitchen and I'm looking. And so I walk back in and there is Simba up on the thing. And he's just a little kitten. And he literally took his mouth, put it over top of the entire rose, pulled it off and ate it. And I was like,
That does not
little
remotely surprise me.
The whole rose and ate it. I'm like, well, that explains where the roses are going. I thought I'd gotten ripped off or something, but maybe Jamie was being cheap.
He's being cheap. He said she'll never notice if there's only 10 of them there.
There's only a few. Yeah, she'll never notice.
Save a few bucks.
Oh, cats are a hoot.
That's a good idea.
I know, right? So if I buy 10 instead of 12, what's that going to cost?
Poof them out a little
Yeah,
bit.
can you put a lot of baby's breath in there? She'll never notice. Oh my gosh. So what is your family tradition? Like, what will you be doing tomorrow?
So we'll have Thanksgiving at my parents' house.
Yeah.
Our traditions are
At
changing.
like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, at like 10 in the morning. It's a little bit different this year because we lost my grandmother last year and we lost my aunt this year as well. So it's going to be a little bit different this year, but you know, it'll still be at 10 o'clock in the morning.
I still won't get to see Santa.
I still won't get to see Santa. Hopefully I'll catch the end of the dog show. The dog's got more fans at the window.
I know. Like no one likes us, but everyone stops to peek in at the dog. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So do you have other places to go?
No,
to?
because my family's pretty small.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the one
Same.
thing. Now my sister, on the other hand, she's going to all of her brother-in-law's family. They're gonna have like 60 people for Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. That is no thank you.
Yeah, no thank you. I mean, it is split amongst like 2 locations, but still.
So you have to think about I mean, God bless these folks. So I'm in, I'll just say, I was in Walmart the other day and I passed this guy and he's pushing a cart and his entire cart was full of turkeys.
Just turkeys.
Just turkeys. And I'm like, this poor man is probably has 100 people coming to his house. Cause I was like, I've never been to one where you had to get multiple turkeys. You know what I mean?
How do you even accommodate that?
I don't know. And that's what so I went home and I was telling Jamie, I'm I don't know how you cook.
Yeah.
Unless you just disperse them amongst people and just you cook these 2 and I'll cook these 2 and
or maybe it could have been a community dinner or like a turkey giveaway or something like that.
Something like that. So
I don't know.
So,
Stacey's like, hurry up and get off the air.
She said, wrap up the show so I can go pet the dog.
All right. I think, let's see if we can get all of them to get up and come say goodbye.
So we will be not here tomorrow or Friday. There is literally now. Hi, Olive. Say happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I love everybody. And I'm so cute. Yeah, there are now, I'm not kidding, 10 people standing outside the door at this moment, waiting for us to end this show.
What do you have to say?
Happy Thanksgiving. So we will not be here Thursday or Friday. Yeah, because we are.
And we'll see if we can wrangle getting off Monday.
Yeah, we might be. Maybe we'll be back Monday. We're not sure. So
they make us.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Please listen to the drama tonight, the Alien Invasion.
7.
Yes,
and
7:00 WKOV
on Sunday.
That's right. 11 a.m.
I think so.
On Sunday. So you can have 2 chances to listen. It's going to be amazing. So have a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy holiday. And we'll see you back here on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye,
guys. This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, TheTelegramNews.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
TheTelegramNews.com.
Subscribe today at TheTelegramNews.com.
Check it out.